Hey friends, welcome back to Potter Plus, your podcasting home for the upcoming Harry Potter television show and so much more. I'm your host, William, and we're going to do our best today. As of this recording, based on the thin layer of yellow film on every surface outside, all of the local flora in eastern Kentucky is actively trying to kill us. So all of the frogs that you hear are in my throat, not in the room, and I will do my best to edit out all of the throat clearing and sniffing that I possibly can. Anyway, we've got a great show for you today. Coming up later, I am talking to Grapefruit Network Co-Founder and my brother Cody about Harry Potter movie actors that could potentially take on new roles in the upcoming television show. And as always, his ideas are off the wall, bonkers, and dare I say it, maybe a little genius. But first, I went on a bit of an adventure recently. I consider myself a Harry Potter mini collector. No, I don't collect Harry Potter minis, Funko Pops or anything. Nothing wrong if you do, but I do try and collect interesting Harry Potter finds. And one thing that has always eluded me like the final stone in my Infinity Gauntlet was Stephen Fry's audiobooks. And this ties in nicely with the news that we've seen recently, and you probably know where this is going, but searching Audible was a bust. Of course, I own Jim Dale's iconic version, and Audible simply took me to my library when I tried to search for Stephen Fry's version. So I thought I could outsmart it. Okay, William, in the past here, probably, I downloaded a VPN. And my hope is that if I trick Audible into thinking that I'm in the UK, it will let me download the UK audiobook version. Okay, where did I go here? I'm going to set my position to the UK. Okay. London. Perfect. Okay, here goes. Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. No, I don't want to go to my library. Okay. Yeah, it didn't work. I don't know if the Harry Potter book is just a singular entity all around the world, but it said that I already owned it. Not to be deterred, I then turned to eBay and found what claimed to be the full series on MP3 CD. Since the seller offered eBay protection, I took the chance for an undisclosed amount, and then proceeded to wait the 2 months for it to ship from the UK. It's here. The DHL package has just arrived from the UK. It took it almost 2 months for this to get here, and really the best option for me to listen to a CD is in my car. Hang on just a minute. Okay, it's all in one container here. Oh, maybe this is just how it was packaged. It looks a little bootlegged. One of my professors in undergrad, it did not matter the dimensions of a photo. If he put it on a slide, he would stretch it to fill the entire slide. If it was a portrait photo, it would be very wide and flat. And it looks like they expanded the cover to fill a CD size. But anyway, okay. Here, let me get my car started. And here goes.
Chapter 1. The Boy Who Lived. Mr. and Mrs. Dursley of number 4 Privet Drive were proud to say that they were perfectly...
It worked. It absolutely worked. And I didn't even have to go past the first chapter before I started to realize the differences.
Mrs. Dursley had had a nice, normal day.
She told him over dinner all about Mrs. Next Door's problems with her daughter and how Dudley had learnt a new word.
Shan't.
Won't.
It has honestly felt like experiencing the series all over again, and in true Murphy's Law fashion, which I guess is appropriate since Cody, the lawyer, is going to be a guest on the podcast today. Audible announced that Stephen Fry's versions would be available in the US for the first time ever, 3 days after the CD set arrived. And if that wasn't news enough...
Lumos.
I must expect great things from you, Mr. Potter.
Potter, did you say? The Harry Potter.
You'll have a great time at Hogwarts.
From Audible, a brand new full cast audio performance of Harry Potter awaits you in late 2025. Get ready for a new rendition of the iconic audiobooks, promising electrifying sound design from Dolby Atmos. There's also an original score, so prepare to be whisked away into realms of enchantment like never before. I'll have links to everything that I talked about down in the show notes. And if you feel so inclined, if you get the books for yourself through the links below, it also helps to support the show. And we'd really appreciate that. But I think now, though, we're going to cut to a break. And when we come back, Cody Murphy is going to join me to begin the process of casting the Harry Potter television show. We'll be right back.
This episode is brought to you by the Big Red Button Podcast.
Do you know what you'd do in a nuclear apocalypse?
Because we sure as quack don't.
See how our choices get us into trouble and back out again in this actual play podcast.
Big Red Button is for lovers of the Fallout franchise, choose your own adventures, and tabletop role-playing games rolled into one big audio drama.
Our band of stragglers is unraveling a mystery in the wasteland, and we're at the mercy of the roll of the dice.
So grab your Geiger counters, take your rat away, and subscribe to our new show, The Big Red Button.
Cody Murphy, welcome to Potter Plus.
It's good to be here? Question mark. I'm not being held here against my will.
I'm glad that's the reaction that you went with, because all of these, it's great to be here.
And also, I'm the little brother. I have to give you a hard time in all instances.
I would expect nothing less. No, I wanted you to come on the show today to talk. We're talking Harry Potter television show. The announcement, when they made the announcement, they had some interesting things to say about the new cast. Okay, well, I'll play the clip.
With a new cast playing the original beloved characters over the next 10 years.
They basically said it's a new cast, but I don't think that precludes any of the older actors. By older, I mean any of the actors from the movie from assuming new roles. And I thought it would be fun to speculate who from the movie cast could assume a role in the television show, because it would be a new actor playing the character, just not an unknown actor from the Harry Potter universe playing the character. So I thought we could kind of dream cast with the legacy cast a little bit, if you're up for it.
I think that's a great idea.
Okay. You said that you have some fun picks, so I'll let you lead out.
All right. So which one do you want to do first?
No, it doesn't have to be a specific character. It doesn't have to be a specific actor. You could just say, I thought this person from the movie could play this character.
All right. So movie actors in new roles. I think the most obvious one is Tom Felton as Lucius Malfoy.
Yes, I had that one on my list too. There are instances that I think would just be fan service, would just be a little wink and a nod cameo. He is not one of them. I legitimately think he could play Lucius.
And not to play some of the real world aspects of it, I think he's one of those that would be willing to come back. I think the big three, in many ways, they're kind of over it.
Well, not necessarily over it. It's just they're the golden trio. Like, they're the face of the movies. And to have that face come back in a believable manner to play another character, I think that may even be part of it. Like, I don't know how much their ego was inflated from Harry Potter, but how could I play a different character inside the Harry Potter universe? Like, no, that much I understand.
And I think, Daniel Radcliffe has made it a point to do the exact opposite of Harry Potter in every wild and wonky role that he's been a part of ever since he's left the Harry Potter franchise. I mean, he's been Weird Al Yankovic, for crying out loud.
Who's to say he's not a wizard?
I mean, he's a wizard he's a wizard in our hearts.
And then he even had the cameo in the Now You See Me Too, the movie about
that
magicians.
Was fun. That one was fun.
That's
a fun cameo. Fun cameo there. But I think Tom Felton, I mean, he spent a season on The Flash, the Arrowverse show, The Flash, and where he basically plays a wizard. Like, he's willing to embrace that whole side of himself. And really, in the movies, he got a collective half hour of screen time across all 7 movies, all 8 movies. Yeah.
Huh. Did you see the Wizarding World account on either Instagram or TikTok or Twitter on April Fool's Day became a Tom Felton Stan account?
I did not see this.
They changed all of the cover photos on all of their reels to be Draco Malfoy. They changed their profile picture to be Draco Malfoy, and the description said, "This is a Tom Felton Stan account." Or a Draco Malfoy Stan account. I'm like, I love this.
Which makes me think that quite possibly they're in talks for that one.
I hope so. There is a bit of passing the torch that I do think needs to happen, and so to counter your Tom Felton as Lucius Malfoy, I will bring up Dan and Bonnie as James and Lily in flashbacks.
As a good, like, pass the baton.
Literally passing the baton. You bring them in for 2 hours of work in front of a green screen.
All Bonnie has to do is scream and die. Like,
I mean, right? And like, go ahead and record them dying, and go ahead and record their walking to meet Voldemort in the forest scene. Like, it is the literal passing of the baton.
Yeah, I agree.
Harry looks just like his father, so having a character that looks so much like Harry Potter, Bonnie has the red hair that Lily had. Like, I feel like it's the perfect way to pass the baton there. But that one is very much cameo, a little bit of like wink and a nod to the movie. Here you go. Go on, take the reins. You've got this.
I actually have a spot for Daniel Radcliffe.
Ooh, okay.
In mine, but it's sort of like it's more of a subversive pick.
Oh, wait, are you getting to your wild card already?
You're
an agent of chaos. Are all of your picks wild cards?
No, I wouldn't call this a wild card pick. I'm actually thinking that it could work. I'm actually thinking that it could work, but it would definitely be kind of subversive. Daniel Radcliffe as a post-Hogwarts, pre-Horcrux Voldemort, Tom Riddle in Half-Blood Prince. When you're in the Pevensey, he's applying for the job as Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher.
I can't, because you're you, and I know how much you love the Chronicles of Narnia. I just want to point out, for your sake and your own edification, that you called the pensive at the Pevensey. Not to make fun of you misspeaking, but you would just appreciate how deeply rooted Chronicles of Narnia is into your brain.
In the pensive,
yeah.
In the pensive, a like 20-something, late early 30s Tom Riddle in Half-Blood Prince going for the Defense Against Dark Arts job, and let Daniel Radcliffe flex his villain muscle.
I mean, I wouldn't be upset if it happened. That would be one that the episode would end, and I would go, huh.
Quick cameo.
Do I open Twitter to see what the internet thinks about this?
I think it's chaotic and wild enough that I think that would be that plus a Brinks truck full of money would be what would bring Daniel Radcliffe back into it.
You and your Brinks truck full of money. Interesting. Okay. Here's another one that I think would work. Emma Thompson, who played Trelawney, coming back to play Professor McGonagall.
I could see that.
Her versatility is astounding.
I can absolutely see that. I have a Trelawney pick that I'll reserve for later.
Well, but Emma Thompson, her range is out of this world. She was Nanny McPhee. She was Mrs. Trunchbull in the Matilda the Musical on Netflix. She's done serious. She's done comedy. She was married to Snape in Love Actually.
Oh yeah, that was her.
Yeah, that was Emma Thompson. So I think she's done refined. She did Sense and Sensibility Like, I feel like she has the intensity and the dignity and the poise to pull off a Professor McGonagall. Plus, Professor McGonagall was a bit older than Trelawney, and so that's the neat thing to consider when recasting this is the entire cast would shift into the older generation to be able to take on these new roles because of the time that's passed since the movie. So that's my pick for McGonagall from the legacy cast.
I mean, if I had a time turner, Maggie Smith would just live on forever and be immortal. Like, would get...
Is she 90 as of this recording?
Something like that.
I want to say... But go on.
But, like, if I could time turn her up and get Maggie Smith back as McGonagall, I would totally... have a younger Maggie Smith do that fight between Slughorn Flitwick and McGonagall versus Voldemort.
Maggie Smith turns 90 years old this year in December.
I mean, but time turners do not exist, and time does not wait for all of us.
No.
Illustrious career, Maggie Smith. I know you're probably not going to be involved. Not going to be involved in this one. But
wait, Auntie Muriel
as Maggie Smith.
Maggie Smith as Auntie Muriel.
Considering that 7th book,
I mean, if it's something that they want, if it's a nod that they want, they can go ahead and record those scenes. But
yes, but I'm thinking 99-year-old Maggie Smith.
That's true. That's fair. Okay.
Like, okay, my other pick would be Jason Isaacs, because I wanted Jason Isaacs and I just could not figure out the role that I wanted for him. So I have 2 choices for him.
Okay.
Either an extremely vindictive Cornelius Fudge, like get him out of his comfort zone, and not the sociopathic aristocrat.
Okay.
Aristocrat that he is so good at playing.
Yeah.
Or let's promote him to Voldemort, post Goblet of Fire Voldemort. Unfortunately, we would not get his luscious locks as Voldemort. But Jason Isaacs says, and what does it say about Jason Isaacs? I'm sure he's a perfectly lovely individual, but we can only see him as a bad guy.
He makes a good villain. You can't deny that he makes a good villain.
I'm dying for you to watch Rebels and to see his performance as the Grand Inquisitor.
Oh, yeah.
So good.
He was General Iroh in... No, General Zhao in Avatar The Last Airbender, the cartoon.
Yes. Admiral Zhao,
yeah. Interesting. Okay. I want to bring back... he almost didn't make it the first round, but Bill Nighy, who played Rufus Scrimgeour in the last one, as Ollivander.
Ooh, he would be a good pick for Ollivander.
He's got that, like, Ollivander kind of was a bit on the creepy side, and I think that was intentional. Because the way that he kind of like lit up and gushed over, like, oh, the one that gave you that scar, he did terrible things.
Rest in peace, John Hurt.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I can definitely see that. Bill, that is a good choice. But I will reserve judgment on Ollivander. I also have an Ollivander pick as well.
Ooh, okay. Who?
This is for the
for a later date. Stay tuned. Spoilers. Yeah.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yes. Okay. In my next one, Johnny Depp as Professor Quirrell.
Johnny Depp as Professor Quirrell.
He can play this, the stammering, kind of. He could play the stammering Professor Quirrell at that point, but whenever he goes full villain, you could get that Johnny Depp unhinged.
I didn't think about actors from Fantastic Beasts in this.
Oh, I've got another one too.
I mean, stammering, yes, and unhinged, yes, but in my head, Quirrell was always like mid-30s, early 40s, maybe. I mean, it's not like we have to worry about the character age. Alan Rickman was 55 when he played Snape, and Snape was 38.
Yeah.
in the movie. So that if
I my rough approximation for age is plus or minus 25 years, if I'm going to be completely honest.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Maybe add some stuff in it, give Cora a little bit more material to work with outside of those 2 moments before you got to the end of it. I don't know how much they want to add to like the sacred text.
I mean, you could have his interaction with a vampire in the Black Forest.
Yes.
Interesting. Okay, I think we've got time for one more. Let's do our wild card pick.
Wild card pick. Okay.
For my wild card pick, I am going with Ivana Lynch, who played Luna Lovegood, as Bellatrix Lestrange.
Oh, I mean, that's less of a wild card pick and more of just like, yeah, of course. Like, because those two are the two sides of the same coin.
They are both crazy, but one's good and loyal crazy, and the other is bat guano crazy. But I don't know if you've seen her recently, but she has dyed her hair black.
Yeah, she's Bellatrix.
And it's perfect.
Right.
And it would let her go from the airy, ethereal Luna Lovegood to just fully unhinged. And she is one that has also she's very active inside of the wizarding world, even post movies, for promoting things and going to fan events.
Yeah, I think her, Neville, I think the B tier cast would be more likely to come back than the A tier cast.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Okay.
But do you got a wild card pick?
I'm gonna say Imelda Staunton as Molly Weasley.
Huh.
Professor Umbridge becomes the worst character in Harry Potter, becomes one of the best characters in Harry Potter.
I love it. I do. I love it. And this is the really morbid thing about casting this, and especially committing to a decade. I'm like, let me Google their age.
Yeah. I follow Supreme Court politics. You should imagine how morbid that gets sometimes.
Yeah. She's 68.
I think that could work.
Yeah, it could possibly work. I don't know about the age discrepancy with well, I guess Charlie would be in his mid-20s. Interesting. I'm all for it. And if she's all for it, I would 100% throw my support behind that casting.
I also had one more pick on my list I'm just going to throw out there is Jude Law as a Marauder. Either Sirius or Lupin. I love Jude Law as an actor. I think.
Yeah. I don't think the wizarding world is done with Jude Law.
Like he was great Dumbledore. Like I did not have a problem with him as Albus Dumbledore, but if the Fantastic Beasts series doesn't finish, I want Jude Law in it in some capacity.
You want him to come
Please?
back? No, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Well, I love all of these picks. Honestly, I think whoever they go with, if they go into it knowing that there's the commitment, but knowing that there's also a rabid fan base behind it, I don't know that there's much casting that I would be upset with. Credence is kind of working his way out of the Fantastic Beasts series.
Yeah, I don't think Ezra Miller.
No, he's probably not coming back.
I couldn't find a role for Henry Cavill.
Yeah, but he wasn't. Spoilers. You're going ahead. He wasn't in the movie.
That's true.
Okay, all right. Well, Cody, thank you for hopping on to do this with me. It's been a lot of fun.
I think this was good. This was fun because that's exactly what we need. More podcasts in this network. Just more. Pretty soon we'll have like 6 and then 10 and then 12.
Well, you're next.
Probably.
All right. See ya.
All right.
This episode of Potter Plus is brought to you by our patrons on Patreon. For just $5 a month, patrons of the Grapefruit Network get early, extended episodes of all of our shows ad-free, access to the Grapefruit Network Discord, behind-the-scenes content, a shout-out on the show of your choice, swag packs, and much more. If you like the way that sounds, head over to patreon.com/Grapefruit Network. Again, that's patreon.com/Grapefruit Network. Cody, mi hermano, mon frère, my brother, thanks for coming on the show and at least convincingly acting like you enjoyed it. We are going to end today with another creator highlight, and I would be a bad super fan of this show if I did not bring you the leading ladies of Swish and Flick. They were my first Harry Potter podcast, and they do a chapter-by-chapter reread of the entire series. They get surprisingly deep, unsurprisingly hilarious, and quite frankly, bring to light things that everybody needs to know about the series.
Let's talk about the single most important thing in all of the Harry Potter series.
Single most important.
If there's anything to
piece of
glean
information.
from this book, anything.
It's this.
No, the whole
Next
series.
line.
The whole series.
Oh, I'm so
sorry.
Series.
The whole series. The Potters had a cat.
They sure did.
As always, links will be down in the show notes. You should go check them out. And that'll be it for this episode. Potter Plus is a production of the Grapefruit Network. If you like this show and you want to learn more about it, go to potterplus.show. And if you want to learn about the other shows inside of our network, visit us at thegrapefruitnetwork.com. Currently, our sister shows include The Big Red Button, a tabletop roleplay game that we have turned into an audio drama that is set in the Fallout universe, and A Doctor and a Lawyer Walk Into a Bar, our chat show where all of the members of the Grapefruit Network talk fandoms, play games, and ponder life's, and maybe more importantly, listeners' big questions. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you have a magical rest of your day, and remember, you are just as sane as I am.
Once upon a time, Harry got too sleepy, and he sleepwalked all the way over to Hello Kitty's place.
Harry sleptwalked to Hello Kitty's place.
And when he got there, he was like, where am I? Don't give me a cat. And Hello Kitty was trying to get him calmed. But he kept running and running and running, just fell asleep. And what she did all the time was she wanted to have a party.